Hello, you lovelies. It's me, Anya, of Fitness on Your Mind. Somebody who's just like, happens every time. Anyway, I find it really interesting because I've spent the last probably, my Fitbit is dead because I moved and I can't find my charger. I think I've spent the last maybe 25 minutes trying to get my phone to work so I could do a live. I started on Facebook. Is it taboo? Am I allowed to say that? On Instagram? It's truth, though. Anyway, so I started on Facebook, and my connection wasn't stable, and then my phone wasn't working, and then a million different things were all coming into play to try and make it so my live wouldn't work at all. So then I scooted on over here because I was going to do one over here later anyway, and I decided to try and get this to work. So I don't know if it's actually live. I'm hoping it is, but I just wanted to talk to you about something that came to mind last night. I'll do a very brief background on it, and then I'll share with you what I wanted to talk about. So last night I was sitting on the couch, and the pup and I were up late, and I was just working on some pictures and stuff that I was gonna update my website with. And as I was doing that, I was scrolling through my phone, looking at the pictures that I've taken, not the ones that I've downloaded or the ones that have come off of Pinterest or other places, professional photos, nothing. My camera, my life, my pictures. And I found myself right in the middle of something that I like to call selfie-sabotage. And yes, there is self-sabotage that you can do on a lot of things. But this one was really seriously selfie-sabotage, and I will explain. So over the last three, maybe four, it's hard to keep it all straight, but I think 3.5, 4 years, I've had a almost total knee reconstruction. I've had 2 spine surgeries and 1 shoulder surgery for my rotator cuff and my collarbone. So as you can imagine, there were a whole lot of ups and downs, and work and then no work, and then medication, and then different medication, and then very sedative medication, and then, antibiotics and steroids and all these other things, and that can drive your body crazy. And I know that what you see in the mirror, or the size of the pants that you pull on, or whether or not you can see your toes, is not a measure of who you are as a person, who you are completely and totally. But I think we all know that there's something about getting up, rolling out of bed, and feeling comfortable in your own skin, whatever size that is, whatever shape that is, and just conquering the day because you started off feeling like a boss when it was just you and your skin. And there were points in this last few years where I was crushing it. I was getting in some amazing workouts. My body was really responding. My injuries weren't getting in the way so much. And things just kind of tanked, because anyone that's watching this that has ever undergone any type of spinal surgery, fusions, anything, you know that sometimes it's hard just to breathe, let alone thinking about doing burpees or any type of high intensity interval training. No. So I went from, I was crushing this goal. I got I think I was like a pound away from where I wanted to be, which didn't matter because I was actually in a smaller pant size than I had ever been. So that was exciting. But then another surgery, and more medication, and more steroids, and then needing 6 months to recover from a surgery instead of 3. And in that 6 months, being told most of the time I had to sit really still, and I had to lift less than 5 pounds, and I had to not walk very much, and I had to change my life in ways that I didn't really like, which ended up changing my body in ways that I still don't really like. So I got really close to my goal, and then I started off in the other direction, and so now I'm further than I would like to be, but it doesn't matter. So here I am looking through my photos, and I realized, wow, I've got a ton of photos of my dog and my awesome healthy recipes that I'm working on, and my surroundings and nature, and sometimes buildings and cool funky places that I've seen, and books that I'm reading, and crafty things, fun stuff like that. Yeah, got a lot of that, like two of me, and I mostly didn't like them. And so we find ourselves in this cycle of selfie-sabotage where it's like, okay, well, I want to post some pictures for my friends and family, or because of this event I went to, or for my business or whatever, and I need pictures of me, and we take a million. We take a million. And I'm not saying that it's only people who feel the way I do, who are like, nah, not super comfortable in my skin. But I mean, people that are on covers of magazines and raking in tons of dough, they're taking half a dozen, dozens of pictures as well to find that perfect one with that perfect lighting at that perfect angle. And if they can't get that, then they just do some editing. And look, I don't mean like a fun filter where it's like, oh, I've got a dog nose. And I don't mean a fun filter where it's like, oh, I changed the tones of the colors. Awesome. Cool. But really editing and really changing how you look as a person. I would really like to challenge myself and you too, just to take a few more selfies, but not what you think. See, we can sit here and say, I need to take this picture of me at this coffee shop, so I'm going to take 15 pictures and then post one. That's not what I mean. I mean, in the car, just take a quick selfie. With people you love, quick selfie. With your pets, quick selfie. Favorite shoes, quick selfie. I don't think that you have to post all of these, but if you get back to getting used to seeing yourself and loving things about yourself that you don't need to edit out, a lot of this selfie sabotage goes away. So my first thing, I have two. My first thing is I'm challenging you to take more selfies. I know it's a little bit weird. It's kind of the opposite of what we normally hear in society. It's like, oh my gosh, you're so vain. Stop taking selfies. Yes, some people are. But these kind of selfies, I think, when you go later and you're scrolling through your phone in the doctor's office, or, you know, in the evening, or in the bathroom. Stop it. We all do it. You'll get used to seeing your face and your clothes and your pets and your family and your favorite park, but you're in it. And I'm hoping this will help you love yourself as much as you love those things, those people, those creatures. So why not try taking a few more selfies? Like I said, you don't have to share them all with the world. But the world doesn't really need a million more selfies. But I think we as ourselves need to get over this selfie sabotage that we're doing to ourselves, and this perfect angle and this perfect picture and taking 50,000 of them. No, I think we just need to get over that and just take a picture and move on. And as long as it's not blurry or your dog didn't knock it out of your hand, which this is going to be the one time in a long time that the pup is not going to make a cameo, and it's because she's downstairs with my folks and the door is closed because she was barking, so I had to close the door. But I think we'll love those things more and then ourselves more as we see them in it. Okay, so the second part of the selfie sabotage, and I do this a lot, which is kind of why I position, and I figured this out yesterday. It's kind of why I've positioned myself in my new space as I have. Over this last, I guess it's a week now, I relocated. And I relocated from Texas in a temporary and borrowed trailer. Thanks, Jana. As I was working on what I hoped to start was a school bus conversion to a schoolie so I could live in it. The bus died. The dream temporarily died, and I needed to give Jana her trailer back. So at that point, I didn't have anywhere, snap judgment, quick place to go, so I came to stay with my folks for a while. So I've been surrounded by, you can't really see it in this shot, but I've shown it in other pictures because there ain't no shame in that game, boxes and Tupperware tubs, and I've got along this wall, I've just got stacks and piles of things that need homes that I can't put in homes yet because I still have to sort the box. Right, okay, so part two of selfie sabotage, and we do this a lot, is what's in the background. And I do this too, mostly because I am a business owner and I am trying to put my best foot forward. So when it comes to things for my business, I definitely want to move my little trash can, which thank God it happens to be empty right now, or my laundry basket, or I don't even know what's on top of there, and my gigantic dog cage. I try to move these things out of the way so you guys can see a clear picture of what I'm doing. Um, but that's more for a professional thing. And to be perfectly honest, if I were to see someone's fun little bag, thanks Rachel, or cute purple umbrella, hey yeah, in the background of a professional photo or video, I don't think I'd be too upset about that. Those are interesting things that tell you who I am. So when your selfie-sabotage tells you I can't post this picture of my kids because my living room is a little messy, or I can't post this picture playing this video in the backyard with me and my dog because the barbecue wasn't scrubbed or the hose wasn't looped all the way up. Stop it. Look, we all are human, and not a single one of us has everything all together. And there are those messy parts that we either shove in the closet or shove under the bed or lay something over the top of them on the desk. We all have them. So, I mean, if you're a hoarder, you may need to get a little bit of help, and we may not want to see that in the background. But especially for those of us that are doing professional things, it's okay to have a few items and a little bit of clutter in the background that shows the world who you are and that you're human. Go for it. You don't have to be perfect. And for those of you that are sharing photos and video with the world, with your friends, as a way of just expressing yourself out there in the space of the interwebs, you know what? Stop taking 57,000 pictures of you because, oh, I have to use my head to cover up my laundry basket, and then everybody can see that little bag, or oh, I need to go to a different room, or oh, now I need to adjust this thing and nobody can see dog toys. And it's, guys, we've all got that stuff, and we've all got those places, and my car is a wreck right now, so if I took a selfie in there, you're gonna see it. There's nothing I can do about it right now, truly. So when it comes to your own life, you might be taking a nosedive with a little bit of how much you love you and how much you love your life and how much you love the things and the people in your life. If you're constantly beating yourself up by what you see in the pictures that you take of yourself. So let's stop the selfie sabotage. Take some pictures of you doing random things in random places with random people and pets, and take some pictures where you are, where you live. If you've got some clutter in the background, so what? Okay? So try and stop the selfie sabotage. Let it stop right now, because life is too precious and way too short for me to sit on my couch for almost an hour scrolling through pictures trying to find the exact one that would fit this thing because I didn't like the background, or I just couldn't find enough of me because I stopped taking pictures of me because I've gained weight and I'm bigger than I was, 2 years ago. I'm alive and I've got friends and people that love me. That's the thing that I need to focus on, and my mission. God's driving me to do some stuff, and I hope you'll hang around to see it. Okay? I really, really hope that you'll take these 2 challenges to heart and give them a try. And if you take pictures of you in your natural background, tag me on them. I would love to see what your natural background looks like, whether that's your room, your living room, your yard, whatever. And if you've taken a few more selfies and you found one that you're like, wow, I really kind of dig this one, and you're gonna post it, tag me. Let me see it so I can celebrate the awesome of you getting over the selfie sabotage in your life and living your life. I would love to see that. It would bring me so much joy. All right, that's all I got. That's it. And I got stuff to do. I had some yoga out there. Have a fantastic day. And I really hope that you'll tag me on some of these pictures so I can see you overcoming your selfie sabotage. Take care. Bye.